8 TikTokers who captured their final moments. Check it out.
August 23rd, 2021. Kubra Dogan goes up to the roof of her cousin's house to record a video for her TikTok followers. Now what starts off as fun and harmless quickly turns into the last time she was ever seen on camera. Here are a few TikTokers who captured their final moments. Felicia Conchuk.
Там сосед, он пьяный, он, короче, стучится
He's knocking on our door, breaking it down. He's not knocking for a few minutes and now swearing.
February 17th, 2021. Felicia Conchuk, the Russian TikToker, was home alone with her 4-year-old brother when a drunk neighbor came knocking at their door. They were about to find out their nice day was going to turn into a nightmare. On this fateful day, Felicia's father left home to visit the local shops, leaving her alone with her youngest brother. As Felicia sat at home enjoying her usual TikTok browsing, she heard persistent and aggressive knocks at the front door. Feeling a sense of unease, she made the decision not to answer, fearing for the safety of her and her brother. The knocks would continue relentlessly for over an hour, growing louder with each passing minute. Felicia's heart began to race as she desperately searched for a way to protect themselves. In a moment of quick thinking, she grabbed her phone and began recording a TikTok video, her last TikTok video. In this video, her voice trembled as she explained the terrifying ordeal she was.
Okay. This is like this generation. Instead of grabbing your phone to call 911, we're grabbing our phones to make TikTok videos. Oh my God, that's so smart, ain't it? Like, come on, bro.
Facing. Her fear could be felt through the screen as she pleaded for someone to come to their aid. This heartbreaking plea for help became her last communication with the outside world.
To be honest, I've been knocking for about an hour. So you just been sitting in there for an hour and you just been knocking and you didn't think, let me call the police. Come on, bro.
During this harrowing ordeal, maintenance men were working on the house, completely unaware of the danger that lurked just a few feet away. They remained oblivious to the persistent knocks, believing it wasn't their business to meddle in the affairs of a visitor. Unfortunately, Felicia's worries went unnoticed, and she was left to face the terror alone with her brother. Finally, the knocks stopped. Just as she began to calm down, her phone buzzed with a message from her friend, asking if she wanted to go to the park. The prospect of feeling safe in the company of a friend was too tempting to resist, and Felicia quickly agreed. It was also around this period that her father came back home. As Felicia eagerly awaited her friend's arrival, she continued scrolling through TikTok. Not long after, she heard a knock on the door, again, but this time she thought it was her friend. I mean, a lot of people would have thought the same thing. However, as Felicia opened the door, standing before her was their neighbor, Vasil Dunets, who'd been the one knocking forcefully earlier. She immediately tried to slam the door when she saw who it was. However, she wasn't fast enough, and Vasil unloaded bullets from his 12 caliber IZH 43 EM hunting rifle. The bullets go straight through the metal door, hitting Felicia multiple times. The sounds of gunshots echo.
Damn, this nigga was fucking motivated to kill her. Why? Nigga been knocking for an hour with a fucking gun in his hand, waiting to kill this bitch. Why? Like, why?
Through the house, causing Felicia's father to run to the front door. In a desperate attempt to save his beloved daughter, he screamed at the maintenance workers to call for help, but it was too late. As she slowly succumbed to her injuries, Felicia managed to utter her last words. "Dad, I've been killed." The person responsible for this act was Vasil Dunets, a 33-year-old man who had previously been on good terms with Felicia's family. However, recent arguments over noise complaints had left their relationship tense, creating a toxic environment.
This nigga wanna go kill my fucking noise complaint! Oh, brother. Oh my God. You don't get that serious.
To Felicia's tragic demise. According to law enforcement, Dunets admitted to the crime and had been apprehended. The investigation is now under the supervision of Alexander Bastrykin, Russia's chief criminal investigator and alumnus of the same university as Vladimir Putin, who leads the Russian Investigative Committee. If found guilty, Dunets will be sentenced to life in prison.
He deserves it.
Amar Hider, December 30th, 2019.
His name is Amar
Three friends got together for their
Hider. Interesting name.
TikTok video, unaware that their day would end in tragedy. Among them was a boy named Amar Hider, whose life was about to take an unforeseen and fatal turn. In the neighborhood of Karotas Yadan, Sialkot, Amar and his friends decided to upload a TikTok and incorporated a pistol as a prop for their video, a decision that would prove to be catastrophic. Now, in this video, Amar could be seen holding...
Why use a real gun as a prop? Why? It's like, why? You can just get a fucking fake ass BB gun or water gun, bro, and it serves the same purpose, bro. God.
A pistol as he pinned one of the boys down to a wall with a gun aimed at his head, trying to recreate a scene from someone being held at gunpoint. As they set this scene and recorded their actions, the pistol, which was believed to be safe, discharged unexpectedly. The bullet hit Amar in the stomach, killing him on the spot. When neighbors heard the gunshot, they immediately alerted authorities. Amar's friends, both minors, were taken into custody. However, the grief-stricken parents of Amar were convinced that their son's death wasn't an accident but a deliberate act. "Our son has been murdered over personal enmity," his father declared. The people in the neighborhood who knew the boys well recounted how the trio was known for their shared passion for creating videos, which were sometimes daring, until things went beyond control on that day. On the other hand, Amar's friends, who were now in the hands of law enforcement, painted a different picture. They claimed it was a tragic accident. According to them, the gun went off in Amar's hands while they were engrossed in filming, despite their convincing version of what happened. Investigations are still ongoing to ascertain what led to the young boy's demise.
Yo, bro, that shit is sad as fuck. Like, oh my god, them niggas like stupid as shit for that. And like the fact that it's an accident, bro, like think about it, bro gotta live like with the, like he gotta live with the fact for the rest of his life that he killed one of his best friends, bro. Like nigga, bro ain't never gonna be the same after that shit, bro. No bullshit, bro.
Harrison Gilks.
This isn't the normal type of stuff I post, but found out today, or it was kind of confirmed to me, that I have terminal cancer.
November 2020, Harrison was diagnosed with a rare and terminal cancer called rhabdomyosarcoma.
This shit sound like a fucking Breaking Bad. This shit sound like Breaking Bad. All right, Heisenberg, what the fuck happens? Okay, you start with this tribune and selling meth.
A teenager was facing a devastating diagnosis after doctors found a large tumor in his prostate and spots in his lungs at the young age of 16. However, instead of succumbing to despair, Harrison made a courageous decision to make the most of his remaining short time. February 2022, Harrison was in remission after multiple chemotherapy and radiation. Unfortunately, just 4 months after this, the cancer came back, and this time it was untreatable. So, with determination, Harrison got on his TikTok account and created a bucket list. He wanted to experience everything he'd always dreamed of.
Nigga really living the Breaking Bad storyline for real, bro. That shit crazy as fuck, bro.
To simple joys like spending quality times with loved ones. Now, interestingly, his TikTok post about this quickly gained traction, and overwhelming support from his 314,000 followers poured in. So thanks to the generosity of many, Harrison began ticking off items from his bucket list. He went on thrilling adventures, both on land and in the sky, capturing each moment to share with his growing audience on TikTok.
Fuck, if you gonna die, live your life to
he would
fullest.
update his fans about his health.
It was also a scan where the big tumor in my prostate stopped growing for now, and the ones in my lungs have only grown a little bit.
And as his 18th birthday approached, anticipation grew amongst his followers. Weeks passed without any updates, leaving his followers anxious and eager for news. Finally, Harrison returned with a somber update. He had revealed that the chemo he had undergone throughout the summer hadn't been effective. The tumor continued to progress, growing larger and spreading into his liver. He also said one of his lungs was filled with fluid. March 21st, 2023. Harrison took to TikTok again one last time. He shared a heartfelt message, acknowledging the slim chances of going home and expressing his gratitude for the support he had received. In his words,
"Pray for me and my family. It's been a great ride with you guys. Thank you for all the support throughout everything."
March 30th, 2023.
This shit about to make me fucking shed a tear. God damn. God got a plan for everybody, bro. I got a plan for it, bro. Damn.
Harrison passed away peacefully, with his family beside him. His brother David also uploaded a video to confirm his death, stating that Harrison was in no pain when he passed away. In his words, after nearly 2.5 years of a hard-fought battle, knowing he did as much as he could, knowing he was loved and strong, he said goodbye. Fatty goes to Africa. December 4th, 2022, TikToker Gang Swang, better yet known as Fatty Goes to Africa, went live on TikTok to document a journey through the city of Nepal. And what started as a vlog quickly became his last communication with the world while he live streamed his own murder. 29-year-old Chinese TikToker Gan Swang had a thirst for adventure. His love for travel and fascination with different cuisines and cultures led him to document his experiences in various parts of the world. What started as a personal collection of food reviews quickly evolved into something much bigger. However, what he was really interested in was the beauty and diversity of Africa, hence his TikTok username. The idea quickly gained traction, and Fatty Goes to Africa became an instant success. Gan's account attracted an audience of about 5 million people, who eagerly followed his adventures across the continent. With fame came new opportunities, and Gan built a social media team to support his growing brand. As he gained popularity, his followers became more than just fans. Some of them formed their own social media followings, inspired by Gan's charismatic personality and the adventures he shared. However, not everyone in the content group shared the same harmonious relationship. Among them was Fang Zhangyong, his 37-year-old rival TikToker, who went
this nigga head. Oh my god, this nigga actually looks like fucking Megamind. Oh my god.
by the name Ayun. As time went on, tensions between Gan and Fang reached a breaking point. It all came to a head when Gan traveled to China to visit his family. Seizing the opportunity, Fang entrusted Gan with $1,500 to purchase an iPhone on his behalf in China. However, upon his return, Fang discovered that no iPhone had been bought, and Gan also didn't want to refund his money. Now, while this story remains unconfirmed, it sparked a series of disputes between Gan and Fang. In addition to this, Fang accused Gan and his team of sending virus-infected meals to his home and destroying his property. Initially, Gan wanted to believe that these claims were baseless, as there was no evidence to support them. However, doubts began to creep in. December 4th, 2022, Gan was strolling through an open market in Kathmandu, the capital city in Nepal, when he decided to go live on TikTok. In this live stream, he casually mentioned, "I've come to beat him up," referring to Fang in Chinese.
这不是什么珀莱雅吗？欧莱雅吧？
But what he didn't know was that Fang was approaching from behind with evil intentions. Within seconds of this comment, commotion ensued as screams pierced the air. Fang launched a surprise attack on Gan, stabbing him multiple times in the back and stomach. Gan fell to the ground as he clutched his stomach. Blood was starting to stain his clothes. And despite the pain and discomfort on Gan's
shit does not get that serious, bro. Goddamn.
face, Fang stood over him and kept scolding him to ensure that even in his final moments, he would know who had won. Gan was in obvious distress as he held his abdomen to inspect his wound. He then made a hand motion indicative of someone asking for a phone, trying to get a hold of ER services. Now, Gan was rushed to the hospital to receive medical attention, but regrettably, it was too late as he succumbed to his injuries. However, Fang's brutality didn't end with the stabbing of Gan. He also inflicted a lot of stabs on his companion, Li Chuzan. In the days that followed, Fang was arrested by authorities and taken into custody for the murder of Gan and the assault on Li Chuzan.
You deserve to go to jail.
Dogan,
Rot in hell,
August
you
23rd, 2021. Kubra Dogan went onto the roof of her cousin's house to record a video for her TikTok followers. But this, my friends, would be the last time that she would ever be seen on camera. Kubra Dogan was a 23-year-old TikToker with a passion for creating captivating content on social media. Born and raised in Istanbul, Turkey, she'd always been drawn to the world of entertainment and storytelling. From a young age, you could see her talent for capturing those perfect moments and sharing them with others. So she felt like she found her calling in in the world of social media. In the early days, she would start her travel experiences on platforms like Instagram and YouTube. However, it was on TikTok that she truly found her niche. With the short-time format, it was perfect for her to engage in her creativity and audience. As her popularity grew, so did the opportunities. Brands started reaching out for collaborations. However, with such popularity comes a lot of responsibility and more adventures. And it was during one of these adventures that tragedy struck. August 23, 2021, she paid a visit to her 16-year-old cousin, Helen, at a family apartment in Istanbul, a city known for its rich history and stunning architecture. As the sun was setting, the apartment offered a breathtaking view of the city skyline. With her eye for stunning picturesques, she had the perfect opportunity to mesmerize her audience. She would push the limit on this by getting up to the roof for some better footage. Her cousin Helen went with her, and the two spent several minutes having one of the best times of their lives before it was over. In the video, Helen was holding the camera and recording Cubber as she moved about on the roof, posing at different angles before she sat on the edge.
What did she fall off?
In a somber turn of events, Cubber decided to try taking shots from a lower section of the roof. It was at this point that Helen was filled with doubts about the sensibility of her move, as she redirected the camera to capture her own expression of deep concern.
There's
And that's
no
when it
way
happened.
that these
As the
two
camera
dumbass thoughts is risking their life for a fucking Instagram picture. There's no way! Like, bro! It gets to a point, dude.
focused on Cubra. It recorded the moment she was sitting down with her legs resting on a gray plastic panel. Next, she decided to stand on that panel and quickly realized how unsteady it was. Before she could step away from it, the panel gave way with a resounding tear.
Esmer sen güzelsin.
Cubra disappeared from view as she fell 9 stories before hitting the ground. The fall was estimated to be about 160 feet. In a state of shock, her cousin ran back inside the house to tell the family about it. In turn, the family called emergency services right away. It was already too late, as they faced the heart-rending reality that her injuries were too severe, and she'd passed away before any medical aid could be administered. In a shocking twist, Cubra's—
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't feel bad. It's like you play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Like, it's like you do some dumb shit. It's like, what did you? It's like, come on, bruh.
uncle, Nebi Dogan, stated that the family had cautioned the young woman on numerous occasions about the danger of creating risky content, but she wouldn't listen. The family will also initiate legal proceedings against the contractor accountable for the installation of that fragile plastic paneling. Inquisitor III. Vincent Plichi, aka Inquisitor Ghost on TikTok with the handle @Inquisitor3, gained popularity as a cosplayer of the iconic Call of Duty character Simon Ghost Riley. His content earned him a following of 100,000 on that platform, where he shared video showcasing his costume enactments.
We did it.
Vincent had a magnetic presence on TikTok. He brought his own unique twist to the enigmatic character, captivating the audience with his easygoing and positive demeanor. As his audience grew, Inquisitor III decided to expand his reach by hiring a female editor to help him develop content. What he didn't know is that this female he hired, who went by the name AJ, was a minor, and that she had made some sinister plans with another TikToker to bring him down. Vincent really liked AJ's work and continuously complimented her.
Okay, it's like, why is niggas plotting on him? Like, why? Genuinely, why? Like, what?
And mentioning how fantastic it looked. However, these compliments, including the phrase "I'ma marry you" and "thank you honey," were meant as friendly gestures, ones he used loosely with many people. And then shockingly, Mr. Inquisitor III here would see his innocent comments be twisted and turned against him on TikTok. One user, Tito is acting badly, the same one who made evil plans with AJ, released a statement to his large following, accusing Inquisitor III of his underage girlfriend, who happened to be the editor Inquisitor III had hired, as Tito would also send the misunderstood chats between Inquisitor III and AJ to another popular TikToker called Keegan's Mask, who also posted him without context. And with Tito and Keegan's Mask,
it's like, come on, it's like what do like people gain from from doing that? Like genuinely though, like what do you gain from that? Like.
having a lot of followers compared to Inquisitor, it didn't take long for the accusation to gain traction. Now this would send shockwaves throughout the online community, turning his brand of a loving and friendly face into something sinister. He was tagged a predator and pedophile. This made the Call of Duty cosplayer stop posting for several weeks, leaving his followers in a state of confusion and concern. September 20th, 2023, Vincent sent a Discord message that pointed out the fact that the weight of allegations and online attacks against him was just too much to bear. I'm very scared, not gonna lie. I care so much for my community, and the last thing I want is them seeing me like some monster. October 9th, 2023,
nigga, come out and defend yourself, nigga. Like, you not saying nothing is mad. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just come out, defend yourself, put out the facts, you feel me, and yeah.
He went live one last time on TikTok, streaming an empty room with a glass door. The comments were turned off so nobody watching was able to drop a message. As the stream continued, rocks were thrown, and Inquisitor III's family broke into his home. The situation escalated quickly, leaving everybody shocked and confused. His family came into the room and began performing CPR on his lifeless body. One of them could be heard asking for someone to call an ambulance.
Wow. This shit heavy.
A few days later, the truth about the allegations against Vincent emerged. It was all a setup that had been in effect for months. Tito and the editor had conspired to frame Inquisitor III as a predator. Chats that were leaked between the two showed that the young woman had tried to form a relationship with him, but he declined her advances, asking her kindly to stop talking to him. Chat logs between Tito and the editor also showed their plan to gather evidence and tarnish Inquisitor III's reputation. Now, one of the most damning pieces of evidence was Tito saying, "It's not a life or death crisis, and here's what I want you to do. I want you to keep flirting with him and see where it goes. If he starts to get sexual, then I'll expose him. We just need better and more proof." Unfortunately, Vincent didn't live to see his name cleared. In the aftermath, the online community rallied together to honor his memory and ensure that he'd be remembered for the great person he was, rather than the false accusations that—
Oh, this shit fucked up, bro. God damn. This shit got me sad, bro. I ain't gonna cry though. I'm a gangster. I ain't about to cry. I'm a gangster. I'm looking at my eyes to make sure there's no water coming down. Damn, like why? It's like people just be weird for no reason. It's just like you just gotta keep you just got fucking you just gotta stay away from them niggas, bro. Try your best, bro. No cap.
That tarnished his reputation. Xiao May, June 20th, 2021, a day like any other. Xiao May, a well-known TikTok personality, invited her followers to join in on what was to be a routine live stream from her workplace. She was seen showing her spectacular dance moves in a video she was live streaming on TikTok when tragedy struck. Xiao May was a crane operator and TikTok star known for her lively dance videos, and for this she would have a substantial following, which she often shared from her unique vantage point atop the city skyline in Chezhou, located in the western part of China's Xinjiang province. Now, Xiao's content wasn't just about entertainment, it was a window into her world, high above the ground, where she operated massive machinery with skill and grace. Her over 100,000 followers on TikTok and Douyin, the platform's Chinese counterpart, admired her for the lively energy she brought into those videos and the rare glimpses she provided of her day-to-day life. June 20th, 2021. As the clock neared 5:40 p.m. on that fateful day, Xiao was concluding her shift. The site was quiet, with most of her colleagues having already left. Seizing the solitude, Xiao climbed up the crane, making her way to the cabin that served as her stage. There she positioned her camera, ready to share the day's experiences with her eager audience. The live stream started with Xiao's signature dance moves, a joyful expression of her passion for her work and life. Her followers tuned in, captivated by her charisma. But in an instant, the atmosphere shifted. The video feed jolted as the camera plummeted down, capturing only a fleeting, blurred image of the crane steps.
What you got here about a crane? That's a crazy way to go out.
Eyewitness accounts later revealed a harrowing truth. Xiao had fallen from her perch while clutching her phone. A tragic accident with a 160-foot drop. In the aftermath, her family stepped forward to confirm the devastating news. They also clarified that Xiao's fall was a heartbreaking accident and not a reckless challenge or a stunt gone wrong. Alicia Pinky Williams, December 26, 2020. Ready to enjoy the festive season in the city of Atlanta. TikToker Alicia, going by the name Pinky, was eager to celebrate the holidays in what she believed to be a safe and chaperoned environment. And as she set up her camera to start recording a video of herself dancing, she heard a noise at her door. Tragically, that disturbance was the last thing she ever heard. On that fateful night, Alicia was having fun as she was making her video. The initial plan was for her to attend a supervised gathering at an Airbnb. However, as events unfolded, it became apparent that arrangements had been altered without her family's knowledge. It was discovered that another parent had made provisions for their stay at the Hyatt Regency. It was in this hotel room that Alicia recorded a video of herself dancing on TikTok, December 26, 2020, at about 12:23 a.m. All seemed normal up until it wasn't. In the clip, it could be seen that Alicia was suddenly startled by something happening behind her as she quickly stopped dancing and ended the video. She heard disturbances at her door, and before she could do anything, someone came barging into her room. The intrusion of someone entering that room was met with a look of additional surprise on Alicia's face. And just as quickly, Alicia was shot dead. That same night, the police swung into action after that shooting was reported, and soon after, a teenage boy was arrested in connection for that murder. The charges dropped on him were felony murder, aggravated assault, reckless conduct, and the unlawful possession of a weapon. However, for Alicia's family, the shock of her sudden death was made worse.
Why?
Because it wasn't clear how it happened. They thought that she was attending a chaperoned holiday party at an Airbnb. In addition to this, her family suspected foul play, especially since the hotel room where she was staying was booked in the name of the parent responsible for the change in plans. Alicia's mother also claimed that she wasn't informed about her daughter.
But it's like, I don't know. It's like, I'm not even trying to make sense of this some of these situations, but bro, it's just like, bro, you just gotta realize, bro, some niggas just sped, bro. Like, they just not right in the head.
Daughter's death until 8 hours after it happened. While the police are still trying to figure out what happened to Alicia right after she made her last TikTok video, her family has pleaded with witnesses to come forward.
Damn, bro. These yo sad as fuck. Alright. See ya. I'm fucking. This shit done kill my mood, bro.